All right, KP. You said it since January. This was the plan. And you hit your first goal of going undefeated at home. You hit your second goal tonight. What's it feel like?
Well, it's really, I hate to say it, it's a little bit anticlimactic when you have such a vision for it in your head and you live it out every day and you put in the work and everything that it takes to win a championship. And I'm just so proud of our players and our staff. Everything, it's a players' game. They chose to make plays in the second half, and that was the difference in the game. I'm just so proud of these young men and what they've been able to accomplish. And we'll just show up tomorrow and go back to work and see what happens next.
Yeah. Down 21-10 in the second quarter. Down 21-13 at halftime. I know you're not a yell at everybody and try to get everybody fired up at halftime guy. The plan is always the same. But what was different about that third quarter?
Yeah, it was just players just started executing and making plays and challenging the ball. And 4 turnovers in the second half. And when you know that was the key to the game, that was our number one key to the game, the ball. And we had talked about it. If we can leave here plus 22, plus 23, we did. We're plus 23 now in taking the ball away from our opponent. So it's just when you just stick to the plan, and it's when people start trying to play outside the framework of the system. Everyone just stuck to what we do. There was no panic. I mean, we just said, look, we got to go out and force takeaways on defense. Offense, we need to score every possession that we touch the football in the second half. So we just stuck to the plan. And it's also when you instill into people to have great belief in themselves, great belief in their teammates, great belief in their coaches, great belief in our scheme and what we do and how we go about doing it. You don't really have to give a Gipper speech. You don't have to go in and holler and yell and throw things at everybody. Just stick to the plan. Let's just do it better.
The second year in a row that we get a scene like this with everybody, the families on the field. These moments don't come around every year. Even though ACU's now done it back-to-back years. What does this feel like?
Yeah, I don't know if you really appreciate it until you get to the end of your career, probably, until you can kind of sit back and look at it and go, you're really, I'm a coach, so I'm already thinking about, the next step.
Yeah.
It's hard for coaches to enjoy things. I can tell you every play that went wrong in that game, which, it is. We'll enjoy this for about 12 hours and then we'll move on. And because really, I've been talking about January the 5th, 2026. It isn't just happy to make the playoffs this year. This celebration is different than last year's celebration. We were happy to get there. We're not just happy to be there this time. We want to make some noise.
I heard you at the end of Wednesday's practice, you said there's 6 more games, until the national championship. This wasn't one game and we get into the playoffs, first round, can we get to the second round? You've got the roadmap to the national championship in Nashville.
Yeah, it's the same thing I've been talking about since January the 2nd. I've circled that date and made a PowerPoint out of Nashville Stadium and put the date on there. So it's something that we as a program have started to build all the way back in January of this past year. Really, it's an expectation that our players have. We have great belief, and you just see, like, when we play like we did in the second half, we're a really good football team. A very good football team. And, we just, I just can't say it enough that I'm just so proud of these young men and the character that they have exhibited, especially here in the month of November. And I'm so proud of our players and our coaching staff.
You come back to ACU hoping to win a championship, knowing that they had won one last year, and now you're able to help them get back-to-back. What does it feel like?
Man, this is what I came back here for, but I just know, like, this group, whenever we're clicking, we can do special things, and we're going to go make a run for the national championship.
I don't know how many passes you completed to start the game. I remember looking at one point and you were 17 of 18 in the second quarter. I mean, what was working for you guys passing?
I think just taking what they're giving us. They were playing a lot of off coverage, so we knew we had a lot of underneath routes that we just had to just play pitch and catch and just trust those guys to do their job. They trust me to do my job and just go out there and execute. So that was the main thing.
Yeah, Javon Gipson had a career night in receiving yards, back-to-back 100-yard games for him. Just your receivers out there, you and Dudley too, JJ, it seemed like you were just in sync with everybody.
Yeah, I told all those guys on the bus on the way over here that they're about to have some career days, and they did that, and I'm just proud of that group for keeping their heads up. These last couple of weeks, we haven't been able to put many points on the board, and just being able to do that with the championship on the line and just an away game, I'm just super proud of this group.
You know, halftime, 21-13 down, and somebody in the press box said to me, I wonder what the halftime speech was, and I was like, Coach Patterson, it's always the same. Like, it's not like there was a big rah-rah speech at halftime, but what happened in that third quarter?
Man, I think we just stuck to what we knew was going to work. We told everybody in the locker room we're going to go down and score right away, and I think that sparked some juice on just for the whole team, and defense goes out there, gets a stop, and after that, it just kept going. Killer mindset.
And you set a career high at halftime. You had 188 at halftime. I mean, you and Stone were just kind of, it was incredible the connection you guys had. What was working tonight?
Me, honestly, like, we worked on the deep ball, and that was like one of our, I wouldn't even say struggles, but something we could have improved on. So, I mean, all that is just work, and like all the extra work we put in, the catching after practice, and I mean, you seen it today. Like, we showed it today, you know. So yeah. Back
to back. What does it feel like?
It don't even feel real, man. Last year, my daughter wasn't even able to make it, but I'm glad she's here right now, supporting me, and I'm glad she got to experience this with me too. So it don't even feel real, but I mean, it's settling in right now. I'm just happy for me and the guys, for real. I'm so happy right now.
Dorian Plumley, 2 interceptions, gives you 5 for the season, but that first half versus the third quarter looked much different. What happened in the third quarter that made it so different?
We just had to put it in our mind. We knew what the end goal was, and we knew what we set out to be. We knew we wanted to be champions from the beginning of the season. And knew coming into this game, it wasn't going to be easy. You know, we knew they're a good team, you know, good coach. So we just had to buckle down in the second half. You know, we had to make some arrangements, some adjustments in the halftime, but came out just with a different mindset in the second half, and that's really kicked off the whole progression of it.
You know, you're one of those guys that probably could have left last year, got in the portal and left. Instead, you come back and we get to relive a championship. What does it feel like right now?
Man, it's honestly the best, and I had to take a moment earlier on the sideline just to thank God and thank, you know, him, everything that I've been through and, you know, everything that the whole team has been through, the ups and downs that we've been through this past year. I'm really thankful for KP letting me come back and enjoy this moment with the team, because without him, I wouldn't be here, and without God, none of us would be here. So I give all the glory to God.